Judo Academy. We're a sister club to the West Palm Beach Judo Academy. Izumi Judo Club operates out of Martin County at a Boys and Girls Club. What we teach there is primarily fundamental judo basics and mostly body coordination, movement, that kind of thing, and basic grappling. West Palm Beach is our home dojo here in the city, in the county, and Sensei Vega here is head sensei, and Garfield Miller is Ukideshi, which is his assistant. We've been partnering up here at Morikami for the past probably 8-9 years now. We've been doing demos here. I'd like to welcome you to Morikami, and I will bow in, and we'll show you I'll be doing a narration as we do the demonstration so you can get familiar with what judo really is. Shutsuke. Right. Shutsuke. Okay, basically what we do at the beginning is we do warm-up exercises. We're going to do like the warm-up, you'd see like a normal class, and then we're going to do some different movements, self-defense, and also judo movements, which are more sport-related. Sensei Miller will lead our warm-up session now with the group. And as he's doing that, I'll talk to you a little bit about what judo is. Judo was originally formulated from different styles of jiu-jitsu back in the late 1900s by Kano Jigoro. He basically, during that period of time, judo did not exist. It was basically jiu-jitsu. And as the feudal period ended in Japan, most of these arts were dying out. So he was a teacher by trade and also a jiu-jitsu master. So he combined various styles of jiu-jitsu and formulated a do type of art, which is a way, which the main principles of do, like Aikido, Karate Do, or Judo, is more like a way of living in a physical sense. Judo tends to also became an Olympic sport in 1964. It is one of the most participated sports in the Olympics. Just about every country has a team participating. What they're doing now is called ukemi, which is the art of falling. The most important part of judo, believe it or not, is how to fall correctly. When we're doing all these throws, it's very important to make sure that you can break your fall properly so that you don't injure yourself. And then we can have a training partner. Because if our training partners are always injured, then we wouldn't be able to practice. The falls these are forward falls. You have back fall, side fall. Depending on the type of techniques that you're doing, you're going to fall a different way. Very good. You want to show some show basic falls, back fall. Pick one student to do a back fall, side fall. Ukemi. Okay, this is a different ukemi practice, which is a back fall. So you're gonna have he's gonna hit hands out, forward. Squat, chin in, roll back, slap. Okay? Basically the way it is. Okay? So, hands out, squat, chin in, roll back, slap. That's the way I teach in Martin County, the younger kids. He's more advanced, but he's just basically showing us how it is. Side fall, the right and left side fall. Okay, good. Now, what we'll demonstrate now is different types of throws in judo. You're going to have judo's broken down in standing grappling and ground grappling. The standing grappling is broken down as te waza, which are hand techniques. You got goshi waza, which are hip techniques, and ashi waza, which are foot techniques. So we're going to have one person demonstrate a hand throw, which would be she's going to do a hand throw, which iponsionage. It's a one-arm shoulder throw. Now, Molly is a very active competitor. She's been competing nationally probably for 10 years or so or more. She's very highly decorated. Mr. Miller, nationally, he's been first place many times, and also internationally he's fought. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate a hip technique. Go ahead, stay back. Hip techniques are probably the most important techniques in judo. You have many variations. We're going to do a couple. The first one's going to be the most basic one. It'll be o goshi, which is a big hip throw. We'll move into a more complex one. We'll do sleeve hip throw. Sode, suri, komi, goshi. Sode. This using this, it's a hip while grabbing the sleeve. And now we're gonna do a moving act, the ashi hibarai. Okay, this is gonna be a sweep, a foot technique. This side. Okay. Now, osotogari. This is an outside reaping throw. Very, very difficult fall to take. Okay, now we're going to move into tomoe nage. Now there's also ma sutemi wasa, which are sacrifice throws, which you render your body toward the ground before you throw. This is tomo nage. Notice we have a cooperating partner. The reason for this is to help you learn your movement. If you have a resisting opponent, it's very difficult to learn what the movement has to be. So then later on, when you're actually fighting, you won't be able to feel that motion coming, so you can actually do the technique. Now we're going to move into some a demo, basically how judo can be applied in self-defense. We're going to show the basic technique as a judo form, and then as a self-defense adaptation. And it will be different partners coming through. Then the first person is going to be Gracie Vega and her partner. And this is going to be Ouchigari, which is an inside reaping throw. Inside leg, and she reaps. She's been doing this since she was in diapers. Okay, now she's going to do a double lapel grab. Now this is going to be the self-defense variation. She's going to grab her lapel, she's going to defend, and then she's going to take them down. Okay. Now, with children in judo, we basically are gradually teaching them to a higher level. So as they get younger, the younger kids, they won't be doing any type of arm bars or chokes or things like that. Mostly what we try to teach them is the learning the body movement and how to move your body. And as they grow, they start developing more into the judo style that they eventually will have at the end. The next, Clayton Lim is going to demonstrate for us Iponseonage, which you saw earlier, which is a one-arm shoulder throw, and then a self-defense variation. That would be the judo version. Now you adapt it to self-defense. Very good. Okay. Now Nathan Lim will demonstrate Ogoshi, which is a hip big. O means big in Japanese, so we say O, that means big. So O, big hip. Notice how the hip comes in really large in the throw. Now it's going to be a defense. He's going to be a roundhouse punch, and then he's going to turn it into a throw. Block and hip movement and throw. Now normally when they're bigger, that becomes, once they're on the ground, they're going to be striking or punching or kicking them when they're down, or putting them in some kind of submission hold. Okay, next we're going to have Dominic Leon, and he's going to be performing Koshiguruma, which is called a big wheel hip throw. Guruma means wheel. Now you notice that we use Japanese names for our technique. The reason for that is that you can go anywhere in the world and walk onto a mat and you'll be able to communicate with anyone because everyone knows the same language. So it's spread out. I can go anywhere, Russia, China, anywhere, and then they will know what we're doing. So we can all practice safely. Okay, so Dominic is going to do the Koshiguruma. This throw is also called Kubi Nagi, neck throw also. It's a jiu-jitsu name. Now they're going to do the Iponseonage. Iponseonage. Now he's going to try to defend against multiple attackers. So now he's going to get attacked. Let's see what he does. See if he did his homework.
See what's on.
Okay, when you fight against multiple attackers, what you want to always do is put your attacker, if you got two, you put one in the middle in front of you and put them in front of each other so that they can't both attack you at the same time. So that's primarily what you do with multiple attackers. And then run after you're done. Okay, now Edmund Lim is going to be doing Ogoshi and Osotogari. Ogoshi, big hip throw. Now this is the self-defense variation. Notice the different colored belts. The darker the belt, the higher the rank. Now he's going to do Osotogari, the practice version and the self-defense version. Very good. And then he finishes with a submission. Janali Young will do Tayotoshi. Tayotoshi is a hand technique. That's my Tukuiwata, my favorite technique. Very good. Now we're going to do a Chimiwaza, which is a standing choke. Sorry, that was a self-defense for Tayotoshi. Now we're going to do the standing choke. Standing choke. Okay, sorry. He was attacking with a standing choke. My mistake. Okay, thank you. Emily McCarthy is going to do Ippon-Seonage. You notice that we use Ippon-Seonage a lot. A lot of times certain techniques are very, very prevalent and very effective. You see it in many martial arts. This shoulder throw, Ippon-Seonage. Back comes the self-defense, mugging, back, throw. Good. Now it's Osoto Ogari. That's outside reaping throw. Mug from the rear with a strike. Very good. Okay, John McCarthy is going to be doing Sukui Nage. That's called a scooping throw. Do it again, please. Again. Scooping throw. And now the self-defense version. He's being nice to her, his daughter. She'll take him out though. Thank you. Next we go with Alex Folks. Gonna be doing Koshiguruma. Harai Goshi. It's a leg sweeping hip throw. You notice that the leg is sweeping. Do it again. Big guys love this throw. And these are obviously two big guys. Now we're going to go standing choke. Standing choke. That was a good bounce, wasn't it? One more time. Notice how he breaks the fall. His hand is hitting first. Okay? Now Molly Fulmer is going to be doing a Tobi Jujigatame, or flying Jujigatame. This you see a lot in sport judo in the higher level competition, Olympic level. You see this technique.